Welcome to Race Classic TV. Welcome once again to the VSCC Spring Start 2009. You join us here for the 12-lap Rosthschild and Lindsay Memorial Trophy race. We saw plenty of thrilling action from these front-engine post-vintage racing cars built between 1931 and 1958. By a mere quarter of a second, Richard Atwood in his 1957 3-litre Aston Martin DBR4 took the race from Mark Gilles in his green 1934 2-litre ERA R3A. Start the race action with Paul J in his Alta 2-litre, hotly followed by David White in his Cooper Bristol Mark I. Paul takes a wide line, but stays ahead of David. And did you notice that grip-enhancing double-wheel setup on the back of Paul's Alta? Following David and Paul, albeit not hotly, was Richard Lake in his beautiful Fraser Nash Le Mans Mark II. Those of you who regularly attend vintage races will know the Cooper Bristol Mark I of Edward Cotton. Not the quickest in this race, but good to watch nonetheless. Here's another shot of Edward coming through Luffield. Yep, definitely not the fastest around the track today, but clearly enjoying himself and working hard for his 23rd place finish. It was a 29-car grid with 4 DNFs. Here comes Matt Griss out of Priory in his mighty Alfa Romeo P3 Tipo B. In a couple of seconds you can see him battling with the steering around Luffield. Matt finished less than 2 seconds behind 4th place finisher Robert Cobden in his Riley Falcon Special. A good effort all round. Now a quick shot of number 6 John Ury in the Cooper Bristol. Be sure to watch his interview in episode 1. Here he finished 10th, with a better finish to come later. Grant Clearwater, number 145, who finished 12th in his Connaught, is seen here moving through the pack of back markers, with race leader Richard Atwood in his Aston Martin DBR4 closing in on him fast. Mark Gilles, number 1, is right on Richard and finished the race a mere 0.2 of a second behind him. First and second places were closely contested throughout the 12 laps. Now we see Paul Grant, number 235, in his Cooper Bristol Mark II, passing back marker Maguire, number 230, in his Cooper F2. Those of you familiar with historic racing will recognize the black on yellow X on the back of Terry Crabb's ERA R12C as the mark of a new driver working to gain his 6 signatures. Terry had a good race, but we see him here about to go a lap down with Richard Atwood and Mark Gilles about to pass him. Here comes Robert Cobden, number 9, in his Riley Falcon Special, just holding 4th place from Matt Griss, number 35, in his Alfa Romeo P3 Tipo B. What a close battle that was. And here is the last of the full 12-lap finishers, with the magnificent red 1952 3-litre Ferrari 625A of Alexander Boswell securing an 8th place finish ahead of Michael Steele's Connaught C-Type and John Ury's 10th place Cooper Bristol. If you didn't manage to see them before, then here they are one last time, completing the post-race lap with 1st, 2nd and 3rd place drivers giving the crowds a wave.